Welcome back. Today on our East Jefferson General Hospital Medical Moment, Camille Whitworth visits the blood bank at East Jefferson. Let's check it out.
We all know that hospitals go through a lot of blood on an annual basis. But what happens when you come to the Blood Donation Center to give blood? Today we have the unique opportunity to take you through the process from beginning to end. Susan Persigo oversees everything that happens here at the Blood Donation Center, and she's going to show you that this process is pain-free, it's convenient, and it's easy. Susan, you're taking us through the process that you do often,
every 8 weeks.
Take me from the top. You walk in the door and?
Walk in the door. I present my driver's license or my passport. It's a positive identification with a picture on it. I'm registered into our computer system. They ask me a couple of questions. Do you have a new driver's license? Is your address the same? In case they need to get in contact with you about something. Or if I don't show back up in 8 or 10 weeks, they're going to call me and say, hey, you know, you're eligible. You got time to come in. Then I'm given a questionnaire, which is about 48 questions at this time. Basically goes over, do I feel well today? Have I taken any certain medications? Have I been out of the country? Have I had any shots? Have I seen the doctor? I finish that, then I go into a confidential interview room where they go over my questions, and I get my finger stuck to check my iron. They check my blood pressure, they check my temperature, make sure I'm healthy and I'm feeling well today. And we wait for the results. My iron as a woman has to be at least 38. Past that, you come out into the chair and you sit down and relax for 10 minutes. They find the vein, they clean your arm, you squeeze a little star with stars and stripes on it.
And here we are.
Fill a bag, yeah.
Fill a bag.
The bag fills between 5 and 10 minutes. There's a measured volume of anticoagulant in the bag, and there's a gauge on that rocker that determines how much blood is collected. It rocks to mix the anticoagulant with the blood, and once the predetermined measurement of blood has been removed, it locks so that no more blood is removed. So you're not over collecting, which would mean you have too many red cells and not enough anticoagulant in the bag. It'll beep, and then we'll clean my arm, and then I'll have a snack, and then I'll be finished. And then we go over my post-donation instructions. Basically, have a good meal, drink some extra fluids, don't cut the grass or go to the gym, which suits me just fine, and I'll go back to work.
No downtime.
Yeah, no downtime, not for me. Walking out the door, about 30 minutes, sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less. Depends on the number of people that are in the waiting room at the time you come in. The way I tell people is if you have someplace you really need to be, set up an appointment. And we take appointments before we take walk-ins, but everyone is accommodated as quickly as we can accommodate them.
So who can donate?
If you are 17 years or older with a driver's license, you need to weigh at least 110 pounds. And as long as you pass the rest of the physical criteria, blood pressure, iron, pulse, as long as you haven't taken any medications off the deferral list or traveled in certain places that would temporarily defer you, we're good.
Let's talk about the importance of blood donation. Why should someone donate?
Well, every day in the United States, about 32,000 units of blood products are transfused. An average of every 3 seconds, someone in the United States needs blood. Whether it's in your hospital or in your general area, it's always used. And we transfuse here what we collect here, but if we need to share it, we share it, as everyone else does. The blood banking community is very small and quite tight-knit, even though we're spread out all over the U.S.
Is there a certain type of blood that's needed more than the other?
All of them. All of them are needed. Type O negative is a universal donor, which means that blood type can be given to any patient at any time for any reason. That's the one you hear the most pleas for, is O negative, because it's used for trauma patients, for babies, for emergencies where there's not enough time to get a patient's blood type, but they need the blood. But we need everything every day.
So I've been sitting here with you through this process. No pain.
I don't feel the needle. I didn't feel it when it went in. What I feel now is a little bit of the blood pressure cuff, but that's it. And what Susan's doing now is collecting my testing samples before any blood product is put on the shelf and made available for a patient. A total of 14 tests are performed, 11 of which are infectious disease testing. The other 3 are your ABO, your RH, and your antibody screen. All 14 of those tests have to be completed before the blood is able to be tested against a patient to determine compatibility. And the turnaround for all of this testing is about 48 hours. It extends a little bit over a weekend. If we collect a product on Monday at 9 in the morning, it'll be available for patients by about Wednesday at lunchtime. If we collect a product on Friday, it's probably not available until almost Tuesday. And that's just for testing turnaround purposes. This is how I'm helping people I don't even know.
And that's the key.
Just like that, it took nothing out of me. Had a conversation with all kinds of people. I'm good.
So where are we? Where is the Blood Donation Center? We are located on the 2nd floor of the hospital, right around the corner from patient registration. So when you come here, when you come donate, you're going to get refreshments, you're going to get free gifts, but perhaps the biggest gift of all is the idea of knowing that you helped save a life. I'm Camille Whitworth. Thanks for watching.
What a great way to contribute to our community. Take a moment and visit the East Jefferson Blood Bank